Welcome to episode 10 of the LLC podcast for the lifted, the lowered, and the confused. Today, what are we going to talk about, fellas? Trailer queens.
Let's talk about trailer queens.
For your best interest, let's talk about trailer. I know you're feeling some kind of way right now, Dean, but it's okay. It is okay. It's okay if you want to put your cars on a trailer and drive them to shows.
Oh, here we go.
Or just not go to a show because
you're afraid to load it in the rain.
Load it up.
How far would it take for you to travel to a show before you put your car on a trailer?
Well, the farthest I've been out, that actually drove my Ranger, what was that, 2.5 hours away?
Yeah,
Would I do that again? I've done that. So I've drove as far as 2.5 hours. On 13s, by the way. Not even like a better highway cruiser like a 14. If I had to do it again, I can say I've done it and I don't regret doing that. I don't know, man. I think the cutoff for me is like an hour and a half, depending on the show. Like if it's just a show that's just like, it's not a local yokel show. It's like a legit well-known show, maybe 2 hours. I would drive out in the car. Like for now, the Cadillac, I would drive that. Past that, I'm hard pressed to want to put it through that much. Put that many miles on it. Put it under that much, stress.
So here's part two to that question. If you have to travel that far for a show, are you putting the car on the trailer or are you just skipping the show?
If it's a good enough show, yeah. And honestly, I mean, if it's a show that like y'all are attending, I guess there's a lot of factors that have to kind of align. If it's me just going by myself, I mean, I'll probably go up and view. And I know if I needed a trailer, I could borrow a truck and a trailer from one of y'all. But if we're all going, y'all are showing your shit, I'm probably gonna like come through. I'll throw it on the trailer. I'll come out and show with you.
Yeah. What about you, Trent?
That far out.
What's your cutoff, man?
It depends on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Isuzu, I've driven all the way up to Wisconsin. So
God damn.
yeah, that bitch has been up to Wisconsin, Illinois, and Indiana multiple different times. So
That's a hike.
What's up?
That's a hike.
It's
a
a
fucking
long
hike.
I've actually won Slamology used to be called ITB Indy Truck Bash.
I remember that.
We won. I won furthest traveled. Actually had the fucking keg.
God damn.
Nice.
Wow.
You earned it. How many miles was that? Do you remember? Do you recall?
It's around 1,200-1,300 miles.
And you said that was a what? Which vehicle? The Isuzu?
Yeah, my '94 Isuzu.
That was round trip, or that was
that's a mini truck.
I was going to say I didn't know what that was.
Yes, that's a mini truck.
It's a mini truck. That one is.
Okay.
You should know by the name.
Yeah.
Well, I knew
Was that
it
round
wasn't.
trip
I knew
or
it
was that
wasn't a
one way?
lowrider. I'm just
1,200-1,300 one way.
Wow. Oh god damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's far. That's
What
far.
kind of wheels do you have on that?
15-inch aluminum.
Oh, okay. So
So-
like stock size.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, kind of a rubber band of a tire. Oh.
Yeah, a little.
It's thick, but it's not super rubber bandy like shit today. But
It used to be.
Right,
Back
but
when
it's
I drove
not.
it.
Yeah,
Back
but,
in the
but
day,
it wasn't.
yeah.
It's not a
no, that's a low
back
profile.
in the day,
back in the
15,
day.
you still have a chunky tire.
What size
This
is
is still
that?
smaller.
50 series on that.
Smaller
50?
stuff.
Now, like the Buick or the Impala, just because I don't have the ass end geared like it has to be, those both only have the 3-speed transmissions with the smaller rims and shit on it. If I get on the interstate, my speedo is reading 75. The car is absolutely fucking screaming, and I'm doing 46.
He's doing a crisp 46 miles an hour.
So those get trailered if we go anything past probably Sarasota.
I've run into that problem too.
What if they were geared different? You got different transmission, all that, whatever. Say it was regular highway speed. You do 80 miles an hour at 2,500 RPM.
I wouldn't have much issue driving because they've both been gone through pretty extensively. I wouldn't have much issue. I'd drive them pretty much anywhere in the state at that point. But now, I got this truck and trailer, so just to save wear and tear, I load them up and haul them.
And that's the thing
pretty
too.
much
Yeah, you
anywhere
have a
we
truck
go,
and
so.
trailer. That's convenient just to save wear and tear on them.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going 2 hours, it's way easier for me to.
Put it on the daily.
Yep, I got AC in that, more room, bigger stereo, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's
Put it
easy
on the
for me to
daily.
Load it up and go.
Nice. Well, you hear 'em.
But when we get there, I'm cruising them
Everywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
Beating the brakes off it. I get it. It's less abusive on the toy, man. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's not your daily. It's your toy.
Yeah.
Mine was the daily.
Yeah. I'm building daily. I've had, I built 3 dailies adjustable.
Yep.
2 on hydraulics.
I would, and I've had that myself. My
So that
95 Ranger was a daily.
So that being said, mine was a daily and it's not on 13s. Mine's on 14s, specifically for a better highway drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you actually have a thicker tire than most 14s too, right?
Absolutely. Yep. I roll on 175, 75 14s.
Opposed to
175, 70.
175, 70. So it's a
just
shorter
a
sidewall.
skosh bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
That's what I've got, the 175, 70, 14.
You're on 175, 70s, correct.
That's what I'm on on my town car.
And my speedometer is only, even on the freeway, is only 5 miles off. And
It's way off.
yeah,
Yeah,
not
mine's-
mine.
And looking
Mine's
at,
close-
your,
mine's like
looking at your
9.
vehicle, just that small difference is not, you don't even visually see it.
No, well, I went with that also because it fills up the wheel well. I don't like the turtle bodies with the 13, with the 155.
Yeah, it
80
does.
13s.
Listen, there as much as I love 13s and 14s, and I've had 13s and 14s, some vehicles, whatever reason, just will always look like a roller skate.
And
They look like a roller skate.
turtle
if you-
bodies are one of them. That's why I didn't want the 13s.
I'll agree with that. I've seen them on 13s. And,
I didn't like the look.
They look like
There's too
roller
much
skates.
wheel
I
I think
well.
that's the first thing y'all agreed on yet this evening.
That's true.
yeah, well, the night's young, Trent.
We friends now.
Night's young.
Yeah. I don't know. As far as my cars, I think the only car that's ever really going to see a trailer is probably the Impala after they're built.
There's two that's going to see a trailer.
Yeah,
One
after,
coming up in
after they're
April.
built.
As far as
But-
distance traveled, the furthest I've taken mine is like 2.5 hours, just like yours. But if I had to go any further than that, I would, just like
Yeah.
you, man. That's just too much wear and tear.
Well,
Too many.
we drove 3 hours in my town car on the
to
sauce
Miami.
to Miami, and it was fine. I'd do that in a minute again. I got no hesitation.
That's what I'm saying. 2.5, 3
Like, I would-
hours. But if like a
I'd drive-
5-hour trip,
I'd like when my town car's juiced again, or even the Caprice when that one's done, whenever that is.
don't laugh.
That I'll drive those. I'll drive those everywhere. I don't care.
I think it's also situational, situation dependent too. Like not for nothing.
Like you were
and,
saying.
and
the
I'm
show.
happy, and I'm happy for you. But you've got multiple builds going,
Yeah.
and multiple builds that we're going to be doing ourselves. I have one,
I got one.
so I look at it this way: like that's my one and only, and I can't distribute the abuse or wear and tear. Or if
fair.
one goes down, bet I'll just get on the other one.
Throw
Throw it in the gutter. Go buy another. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do that. Like so.
ain't all like
and
that.
I listen. If you could,
Listen,
if you could,
I lucked out.
if
Yeah,
you
I
could
know.
afford another 10 over me, I don't care. I'd be like super, happy for you. And
Actually,
but at the end of the day, I have one.
actually
He's got 3. When his Isuzu's rolling, he's got 3.
I'm looking forward to get the Isuzu rolling. That will be my daily again. I will cruise that motherfucker every
Yeah.
single day, and that truck will only be for
So,
going. Yeah.
Yeah, low because if you ever have to go trade it in and stuff like that, you're just keeping the miles super low on that. And Isuzu, those things are hard to kill them.
Them things got 200,000 miles. Fire. What,
It's like
sat-
warmed up.
It sat in my garage for what, like 15 years?
It was 16 and a half years was
And
the final count. was.
Literally, with the 16-year-old gas, we got in that bitch, charged up.
It
the
was
battery,
rough, but it
and
started
said,
up.
"Whoa,"
Yeah.
drove it out. So,
nuts, man. So I think we can all agree that we don't really build trailer queens. We're not huge fans of trailer queens. What do you guys think about trailer queens? People who only build a car to trailer it to a show, to display it on some stands.
God bless the money they have and the money they put into those. I myself,
They're pretty.
and don't get me wrong, I don't veer away from them. I look at them, I study them. They're beautiful. It's art. It's rolling art. But
really
when
is.
you're down to
Not rolling art.
plated and engraved rotors, calipers, it's
you can't
now
just-
it's
Cylinders.
100% unusable. Now, does that mean I don't like them? No, I love them. Me personally, I could never build that because I couldn't
Right.
spend that much heart and like soul and money and financially and put that into something to just be able to not even hit the brakes, to roll it out of a trailer, roll it onto stands, and that's it. And some of these people, it's families building these cars for 5, 10, 15 years to show them. It's something that I can appreciate. It's something that I do love and adore, but it's not something I can ever see myself, no matter how well I am financially backed, doing for myself.
Yeah.
Never. I can't.
I hear you. I have to. I
gotta be able to
I
beat
have
it
to
up.
enjoy it. I don't. And everybody gets enjoyment out of their things in different ways. Some people like to
that's
just
all they
stare
need.
at
Some
something
people,
and
that's
they
all-
get that's all it is. It's all they need. They get the enjoyment out of it. I want to drive it. I want to enjoy it. I want to hit the switches. I want to cruise it. That's
Damn
where I'm going to
straight.
find my enjoyment. That's why I could never build a full show trailer queen. I can't do it. The Impala is going to be the closest thing that's going to get to it, and it's still going to get driven.
Even if it's
switches
something-
are going to get hit.
yeah.
It's still going to bend a corner. It's going to be
Even if it's
fun.
something that you preferably would want to put on a trailer most times out of 9, 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But you're still able to drive it and use it.
The Impala,
That's
when the Impala's done, I probably wouldn't drive that past Tampa. I probably wouldn't drive it more than an hour and a half.
And I get that. But you'll take it around town here and
100%.
flex it out. Exactly.
100%.
And you cruise it at the shows.
Absolutely.
so-
Absolutely. Hit the switches, bend the corners, all day.
Yeah.
I see some of these trailer queens, like the ones that like literally are pushed off, pushed on. They spend more on their goddamn displays
Yeah.
than I have in my car.
Oh, man.
Like the mirrors and the cotton and the fucking stands that are painted to match. And
I seen a car at the Freedom show, chrome plated and engraved Harbor Freight stands. Just
I thought you were gonna say chrome. I thought you were gonna say chrome painted frame,
they're
but
struggling. We got you, Bob.
yeah, bro, seriously. And seriously, somebody sent out some straight up Harbor Freight.
Oh yeah, got them chrome.
I saw the little mini tack welds on them. I'm like, oh god, that's just unsafe.
Holding up a nice Impala. You know?
Yeah, and it's like, woo, couldn't have sprung for a.
Some people spend more on
Something?
their displays than others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We ran low on funding when it came to the display, but we're here.
Yeah. But it's cool, man. I guess I can appreciate the trailer queens. I could never build one.
Yeah, I'll always appreciate. Hell, you more times than not, you're photographing all those.
Yeah. Yeah.
One off.
Yeah.
Push only vehicles. And I don't even think most of them they don't even start. They'll roll them out and roll them into place.
Yeah.
Like that's wild to me.
Yeah. Pretty excited. The Tampa show. I don't know if I told you guys they authorized my press pass, so I'll be in there a little early.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, man.
Congrats,
You just
dude.
told us that a couple days
I
ago.
did tell you that. Yeah.
So what,
Couple
you get
days.
in, what, you said an hour early?
An hour early. Yeah. They don't give you much time. But
You got
How
like
much was
6
it at the Arizona show?
6
How many hours?
6 hours.
oh yeah, the Arizona show.
Or
I
5 hours.
walked out of the hotel room at 7. I finally got in there about 7:30, and the
You
show
had
didn't
that
open
until
until
11.
noon. Yeah.
Noon? Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
We came, saw you. Your feet were already tired. You're like, my
Yeah.
dogs is killing me.
And if we weren't driving all the way back from California, I could have got in there the day before for the roll-in.
Wow.
setup.
Yeah. That's
So,
cool.
But that wasn't a Lowrider affiliated show with the Lowrider experience. That was
Okay.
You
just
get the
State Farm,
early
Dixon.
stuff like the Friday stuff for the show or no?
Oh.
no. They only let me
Just
in
the
an hour
day
ahead.
show.
Yeah.
Hey, take it this way. It's something.
Yeah. 100%.
That's
100%.
pedestrian free,
Yeah.
time to put some pictures down.
Get some good pics. Get some good content on the Instagram.
Very nice. Very nice. So I think I'm pretty sure all my cars could go distance, but another reason I trailer them is just in case one of the people in our group, their shit breaks down. Pretty confident I could pull either one of my vehicles off and drive it and
Yeah.
get theirs home safely.
Yeah, that's true too. That's always a bonus.
So the last thing you want to do is be an hour, 2, 3 hours out, and somebody's shit breaks, and we got a trailer, but we got to drive back home get it.
Yeah.
That's a 6-hour difference, and that's
Especially-
just driving. That's not including hooking it
Yeah,
up.
we had to do that one year at Slamfest. We ended up just going and renting a U-Haul trailer. Thankfully, they had one in stock. Debbie had to tow it back when she had her 1500.
Which was it, the Regal?
No, one of the club members at the time,
Oh.
their car broke, and
Good thing you had Debbie's truck.
everybody else who had a truck already had had trailered something up. So instead of going back picking up a trailer, thankfully there was a U-Haul around the corner with available trailers.
Your luck's been
That
going
was
lately.
dumb.
You gonna need anyway.
That was dumb luck.
Blowing tires out left
Yeah.
and right.
Oh God, I know, man.
So what happened recently? What was it, about 2-3 weeks ago? You
2-3 weeks
Coming
ago,
down
I'm
my road.
driving down here. I hit this nasty pothole, takes out my right front.
Fucking dirty ass.
backing in,
Echo
yeah. He pulls up
hate
into the
this town.
shop.
Hate
pulls,
this town.
Pulls up into the shop as he's backing up. Like, bro, you're about to touch rim.
I said I
Flattened
knew
it, and we looked at
I
it. We looked
knew
on
it.
the inside, and it just bit. That tire bit, or the rim bit the sidewall and just
Yeah,
sliced it.
yeah.
Got that fixed.
I put 2 new front tires on because I never did replace the front tires after I got it aligned.
Right, and they
Because
needed
they were, the edges were funny, but it was aligned and they weren't showing cord or anything, so I still rode them. They still had a little bit of life, but I didn't want to just replace one tire, so I replaced
Yeah,
both
we talked about
fronts.
that. Yeah.
I replaced both fronts. I drive it for a week, and then I get on the highway,
On the highway,
and all of a sudden
that heat and that centrifugal force said bye.
it just started shaking and pulling hard to the left. So I pull over, left front's flat. So of course, I forgot to put a jack back in there. I had my spare back in there, but I forgot to put a jack. So I put the big message out on Facebook and everywhere. Harold starts to head his way, come save me with a jack, and the road ranger stops, has some jacks, so Harold was off the hook.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, jacked it up, put the spare on there, went about my day. Took it to Justin at his work. We dismounted the tire and realized literally half of the wheel, the silicone seal, just came off into these little rubber balls that were just floating around inside the tire.
Wow.
And the other half was still in there. No idea. They're guessing heat, but so we look, and it doesn't look like these wheels had any kind of prep at all when they put the silicone on there. Because we peeled the other half, and it didn't take much force. It didn't, when you prep something, like part of it'll come and then it'll stick.
If you're pulling that whole thing off like cellophane, and something wasn't prepped at all.
We just pulled it right off, and it came right off. Didn't leave any residue behind. Nothing.
Oh yeah,
it all came
prepped.
off. I got a small little snippet, little video of it and some pictures. I'll put them up right here, and it just came
peeled
apart.
off like a damn
sticker.
sticker.
So now I'm paranoid about the rest of the wheels.
Yeah.
So now I got to reseal.
And
this
these are
wheel.
fairly new, aren't they? Are they not?
Yeah, they're not. I mean, they're not even a year old.
Jesus Christ.
You had a flat when I had to come pick you up in front of.
Yeah,
it was the third or fourth.
Yeah, that's the third flat. So, but that one, when I originally got the tires mounts for the first time, the guy that mounted them, I think he tore the bead a little bit when he was trying to stretch it, because he's not real comfortable with 13s or 14s. He just did it as a favor, and I was in a bind, so he did it, and one of the seals was leaking, so that one, as soon as it built some heat, it let go.
What
Knock on wood, man. What
size tires are you running?
175 70s.
70s. Okay.
As long as I've had, I've had all kinds.
Yeah.
I've had standard offset, reverse offset. I've had all of them. I've had 13s, 14s, and I currently have a set of 15s in storage right now. Never have I ever had.
Yeah, this
knock on wood. I haven't even had a leaky spoke.
This set of wheels is the worst the worst luck I've had with a set of wire wheels. I only ever had to reseal one other wheel. And that was because the guy that mounted a tire for me that time got a little aggressive with the spoon when he was dismounting the other one, and just took a little chunk of silicone out. So we just to be safe, we took it all apart and resealed it.
Yeah.
What maker? Yeah. What maker are these? What brand?
Th's, I don't know. They're China's. I got them from
USA plating, apparently.
Yeah,
that's
USA
a popular
gold
thing
plating.
to put on them. If it's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah, they came from. I'll say where they came from because they were terrible with customer service. They came from Audio City Warehouse, out in California, and it was a nightmare chasing them too.
I remember that. That was like they were supposed to every time you turn around, you got a bait, and nothing was coming through.
People just love giving you excuses, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. If it's not for bad luck, I wouldn't have luck at all.
There's a few more people on future episodes we'll be mentioning about poor customer service, but that's for different episodes.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
So. Yeah, it's the worst luck, buddy. I just makes me want to just burn this car to the ground.
Yeah, because where I got mine from,
I won't.
I had really good customer service where I got my wheels from. That's all.
Yeah.
Where'd you get them from?
OG Wire wheels.
OG Wire?
Bro.
Yeah, it's from OG.
Bro.
I know. Listen,
I was chasing them for now. Now I was hitting them up like every week to 2 weeks. When do you get? Because they were like out of 14.6s.
Yeah.
When are you getting them in? Oh, we don't know. And every other week, every 2-3 weeks, I hit them up. We should have some in. Okay. Hey, so when you get them, these are what I want. Well, what we're getting in is they're going to be all solid chrome. Okay. So then I kept hitting these people up and calling them, and then finally, like, dude said, "What are you looking to get?" Like, I think I harassed him to a point. Like, what are you trying? I'm like, listen, I wrote him like a paragraph. Like, I've seen your quality. I've had a couple of homeboys run through, and use you, and they've had amazing luck with them, and just the quality of the paint and everything. I really want to spend my money, and I literally, it's how I worded it. I really want to spend my money with you. I don't want to go to a competitor, I know the fit and finish of what you're putting out there. I really want, okay. And then they hit me back. They sent me like a paragraph back. All right, what exactly are you looking for? And what size? And that's when they started to listen, because I had already mentioned all this stuff. And now they're like, all right, what size exactly? And what are you looking for paint wise? And I told them, let me see what we can do. We should be able to get some in, and we'll start looking into it. Next thing you know,
that was cool.
And then they told me, I it was 1 to 3 weeks or like 2 to 4 weeks. That shit came in like a week or like 10 days. Shit came and you guys saw them. We laid them right out on this table and we inspected the piss out of them and they were just outstanding.
See, and this is my terrible luck. I had a set of OG wheels.
So shout out to OG on that.
I bought a set of OG wheels for the Blazer. You remember those? The white and green.
White and greens.
And they took forever. And I could never get anyone on the phone. When I finally did get out someone on the phone, they had to look it up and call me back. Of course, they never called me back.
Of course, they never call back, yeah.
Granted, this was a long time. This was 10 plus years ago at this point.
Yeah, that really is, man.
I would hope
I've had one experience with OG, and honestly, after I had to chase them down, they finally was like really.
When
good.
I got the wheels were great.
Yeah.
Never had any issues with those wheels. I think one of those is the ones I had to reseal because the technician got a little silly with the spoon.
So that's still 3 stories with
they
people
were
very
great.
happy
They
with
were great
OG.
wheels.
Yeah.
But man, I couldn't. I think those wheels took 4 months to get, or 3 months to get.
You want to talk about horrible customer service?
These wheels took almost 6 months to get.
I just priced out my next set with them. I had such good customer service the first time. I'm definitely going with them the next time.
Yeah.
So
I've made up my mind, especially with the way prices are now with China's. I'm never buying a set of China's again.
Yeah, there's no sense.
I'm just buying Dayton's. Because for the price you're going to pay for 2 sets of
they come with
China's,
Perma-True technology,
you can buy a Dayton.
everything.
I'm just buying Dayton's.
that's a great point, actually, what you just said. Because a couple of sets, it's
A fraction more, you'll get
Yeah.
a set of D's.
and they'll last a lot longer.
These 14x7, 72 spoke cross laced with USA gold plating.
20 what?
Okay, $3,000.
Were they? Yeah, about $3,000.
$3,000, a little more than $3,000 because with the tires and shipping, it was like $3,200.
Yep.
Might as well buy Dayton's.
That's true.
My OGs were
After I made the order and about a month of chasing the stuff, I
I think my OGs were like
just said,
26,
you know what?
give or take 26 for the OGs because I got gold knockoffs and everything like
Yeah,
that.
but yours are all custom painted.
All custom.
blue.
I'm saying that's all custom and everything, and great customer service once they
the Impala's
finally took time for me.
The Impala's getting all chrome D's,
You got to on an Impala.
all chrome D's. The Caprice is going to get eventually. It's going to get some Dayton's, probably 14s on that one, and the town car once I've had enough of these.
Yeah.
You look like you about there the way you just rolled your
I
eyes.
really am. I really am.
I saw that too.
I really
What?
am.
He said once he's had enough of these and he rolled his eyes. I'm like, well, you look like you right about there, homie.
Yeah.
I really am.
All right, we can't go into product preference too much because that's another episode entirely. But
Yeah,
back
true
to
that.
the topic.
Trailering.
Trailering and trailer queens.
Trailer trucks. Trailering mini trucks.
What's a great truck? What's for trailer queens? What are you pulling with? Huh? We Ford gang have 250s.
Yeah,
you know?
one of y'all's trucks. What do you drive again?
I think you should pull up with your 98 F-150.
Yeah.
2001 6-cylinder roll panned. Fucking yeah! I'll put a bicycle.
300,000 miles.
256.
Throw it on, baby. Let's roll.
So I got a half ton, and I don't think it can trailer my turtle body lowrider, but it could tow a mini truck.
Yeah. So we got.
With the-
So you
when,
got.
when the Isuzu's done,
When
you can pull up my Isuzu and I'll
there
pull
you
up
go.
your turtle.
Sounds
Yeah.
good, brother. That's how friends do it.
So you got the F250.
I do.
My wife's got the F250. I love it. I think the thing pulls great.
I'm out. Yours is way nicer.
No,
Than
your
mine.
wife's
nice.
truck is a
Way
damn
nicer.
It's a
motorhome.
nice truck. But I still think the ultimate tow rig is a ramp truck, man. I still want to build one.
Yes, that would be
Build
a
it,
dream build.
bag it. It won't be
Yes.
a lowrider because it'll be bagged.
No, it won't be
Correct.
a lowrider.
Right,
Lowrider.
gatekeeper.
Not a
It'll
lowrider.
never be a
No.
lowrider.
No, yeah, because it's a truck
Ramp
too, right?
truck. It's a ramp truck, bro. It's never gonna be a lowrider.
I'm with Will on this one, Dean. No.
Faux head's a ramp.
You went too far on that one.
Shut up! I'm still salty about the
The
conversation before
pregame.
this.
You
Yeah,
still salty about the
You
pregame?
Chickity check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself.
What's that, Payne?
We're gonna put that in the episode, right? Before the argument.
I don't know.
What do you
We'll
think?
see.
It's up to the gatekeeper.
We'll see if there's anything usable in there.
certainly not your opinion. So
Now the F-250 I got. I'm not a Ford guy. I do not like Ford products.
What?
But doing
but my
the
daily is
research,
sitting right outside of the shop. It is a Ford.
doing the research. that's a strong motor. The 6.7,
super strong.
the 6.7 Power Stroke. However, my transmission can eat a bag of dicks. I'm having so many fucking problems with that. 2020.
How many miles you got on that sumbitch?
Like 30,000.
30,000 miles. Listen, knock on wood again. My 2001 F-150 still shifts smooth at
We got
256,000.
We got
You got
different
the,
transmissions.
you got the 6-speed. I got the 10-speed.
Yeah, 6-speed's solid.
The 10-speed, I don't know. Like that third gear, bro. If
I think new cars in general are just being poorly produced more and more.
if you're not expecting, if you're not waiting for that
God
third gear to kick
damn.
in, it fucking throws you.
Yeah.
Like it shifts hard up and down.
and that's
both
and
ways.
that's every manufacturer though, because I think the chase for fuel economy with these bigger engines, they're trying to cram so many gears in a transmission that
I
it's
don't need no goddamn fuel economy.
just I know,
That's
but
a fucking.
That's not why you
It's
buy
got a
it.
job, goddamn
the
it.
government says you do.
Peyton just bought a 93 1500 Cheyenne
Congrats on that, man.
truck.
That's
What-
badass.
And I just banged that down the block with gas in it that's probably as old as him. And that shit shifted is smooth. Actually, it's shifted smoother than my truck. And it's a
What'd that guy tell
93
us?
six-cylinder.
What'd that guy tow with?
Yeah, what'd he pull up with?
It was a Sierra, 2500, I think.
25 GMC.
Yeah, it's a Duramax. Okay, strong.
You getting paid good then. He's doing all right. Delivering cars.
I see most of these guys pulling with these like little car haulers, little trailers. They all of them got Cummins for some reason.
Yeah.
Everybody likes Cummins.
Dodge tows well.
Yeah.
Um,
The air suspension's terrible,
yeah.
but
If you can keep the transmission rolling, their transmissions are notoriously shit.
Yep.
I know. So Debbie had that 1500 Ram before we got her this
That was a
F-250.
nice truck too.
It was a nice truck, but same thing. It was just I was always hunting for a gear. It couldn't, especially towing. Oh, it was terrible.
When you tow with your F-250, you've turned on the tow. Like you can cycle through.
Buddy, I plug in the 7-pin and it just goes into all these modes automatically. I don't have to do anything.
So mine, I got to cycle through. I got like the Eco Boost. I got the towing.
Yeah.
I got snow, deep sand. I got to cycle through. So
Scotty, he just finished boxing his.
if you put in tow mode with the engine brake, that thing's fucking nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Super nasty.
Yeah, it does, man. It tells me that the trailer's been connected. It's doing this. And so I set up my trailer. I told it the length and all the stuff. So now it adjusted all the blind spots and all of the. It's fucking fancy,
Fancy.
real fancy.
I got the poor man's version of your truck.
I don't like the way you're looking at me right now.
Because I'm just thinking a lot of things right now. Don't worry about what's on my mind.
No, go ahead and talk.
You
That's what we're here
salty,
for.
buddy. You salty.
We here to
Salty
talk.
as hell. I'm peering through you.
Why are you so mad at him?
He needs a hug. Give him a Harold. Give him a hug.
Touching his big fuzzy ass.
Sasquatch
Touching his
looking.
big fuzzy ass. He'll get right in there.
So why are you so mad?
Peyton don't say shit. He just get up quietly, walk away.
Why Sasquatch mad?
Yeah. Use words.
Because you have this opinion, this deluded opinion, the both of y'all.
I was going to
Here
say,
we
you
go.
sounds too singular.
Here we go.
I'll get to your
again.
ass in a minute. Shut up.
I thought we was talking about toe pigs. I didn't know
So
what was
did
going
I.
back to this
Listen,
shit.
but you looking at me some kind of way, and I don't think I like it.
Because I don't like the way you feel about import lowriders from the 90s that you feel are just a lowrider style vehicle and not truly a lowrider.
Here we go.
Low-
Even
Lowriding-
though they were in centerfolds and on covers of
go.
the
Listen,
Lowrider
Lowriding-
magazine.
Lowriding is a style in and itself. Doesn't matter what kind of car it's on.
Bingo.
Doesn't matter if it's on a truck.
And it does not have to be domestic.
Your Lincoln is a lowrider style.
Lowrider.
Harold's Lincoln is a lowrider style. My 64 is a lowrider style.
No, I drive a lowrider.
Style. You're right. It's lowrider style.
What style of
it's
vehicle
the same
is that?
shit.
What style of vehicle is that turtle out there?
Lowrider style.
Lowrider style.
It's a lowrider. It doesn't have to identify as something that it's not. It is a lowrider.
And so are the Hondas that were built as lowriders. And so are the trucks that are built as
Nissans and
lowriders.
Toyotas that were in centerfolds and on covers of Lowrider magazine. It is not a suggestion. It is not a thought.
I guarantee they were trailers.
It is not a what. It is not a what. It is not a what if. It is a lowrider. It is just a different era
To
of
you.
wait. A different era of no to me and pretty much the majority of the U.S. that bought Lowrider magazine.
Did you say
ain't
error
everybody.
or era?
Era.
Error.
It was yeah.
he probably did say error.
Probably did say error. Error is your friggin' thoughts on this subject. Era is when those were lowriders.
Styled.
I'm just glad that you could be here for the confused portion of our podcast.
Oh my God. Trent, say something. Help me out here. Help me out here.
They still were. We know we're right. It's all good. We showed them proof. We showed them a cover of Lowrider magazine rocking a box Nissan
Hey,
Lowrider.
I saw a Toyota.
On the front, it did not say import styled
Listen,
lowrider.
I get it. They built Sentras back in the day. They built the Civics back in the day. They also did Fox bodies, and you know what? I still don't think a Fox body is a lowrider either.
They did Geos. They did Samurais. They did all kinds of shit that wasn't domestic.
Hold up. I've seen a Corvette bang a 3.
So
That's true.
people build.
I didn't consider
Hold on now.
that a lowrider.
Brakes. People build what they can afford. If you have a box style Nissan and you want to build a lowrider, you're building a box style Nissan lowrider.
I can't afford a whole ass new car, but I can afford some pumps.
Yeah. And that's a lowrider. That's what they can afford. That's what they build.
You can.
Nothing
I
wrong with
agree
that.
with you. There's
Nothing wrong
nothing
with
wrong. I'm glad.
What did
I'm
Kid and
so
Play drive? What
glad.
did Kid and Play drive?
Fuck if I know.
The truck. The red truck.
The mini truck.
It was on D's and juice. It was on the sauce.
I know. It was a mini truck.
It was a fucking lowrider.
There's a
Going back
lowrider
to
and a
episode
mini
1,
truck.
they check all the boxes that we
All the
established.
boxes that
It's
you
a spectrum.
invented in your little fucking head. Your goddamn flannels.
You know, this is the reason that I argue with you. That face.
It is.
He just took 3 years off of his life talking about.
The stress. I feel grays growing in my beard
love it.
right
Hold
now.
on. Hey,
love it.
I got to say something.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Listen,
I
Linda,
saw a-
listen.
Listen, Linda. I saw a Toyota today that I thought would look decent on wire wheels and pumps, and I can't say that it wouldn't be a lowrider
So the,
until I see it, and then I can make a determination.
and then I'll say it's not a
And then
lowrider.
I'll
It's
say-
a style.
I might say that. I might say, hey, guess what? There's one. Y'all are right.
We're getting off topic here.
What was it called? The Toyota Crown?
Yeah.
Crown. Thank you,
I
Peyton.
never heard it. Where'd you hear about this car, Peyton?
It's, they never brought them to America, but it's like a luxury sedan that Toyota makes for the Japanese market.
How do you know about this?
Because he probably wanted to
you're-
juice it before your gatekeeping ass.
Because you're an
naysayed it.
import guy, right?
Correct.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, import. It's an import. Just
Did they
like
put-
that's a word, bro.
Peyton,
the
did
cars
they
we
put-
drive are domestic. No
Hang-
no
hang-
rule book
hang on.
says shut up, put your
shut
finger
up,
down.
shut up,
There's no
shut up,
rule book
shut up.
that says
Quiet.
a lowrider
Shut your mouth.
has to be domestic only.
Peyton, did they put big turbos in these things?
No, but I think they did come with V12s.
God damn.
V12s.
There you go.
V12s.
You turned your mic down.
I don't care. I'm gonna grab yours anyways and fucking keep talking.
All right, so this is the challenge. Well, this is the challenge.
Challenge.
Lowrider is when?
April 2nd.
We will see
Oh.
how many imports
Can't fucking wait.
are in there. We'll count them out.
Sure.
And we're going to make you
Guarantee.
take some pictures of the motherfuckers.
No,
Oh,
fuck
I'll
that.
do
I'm
it.
gonna make
I'm
you.
gonna.
I'm gonna make you
Pictures
tell
of
the
everything.
owner that's a nice lowrider style import you built there.
You said it right.
I'm actually, yes. Let's do that. We bring the camera and you walk up to the owner and be like, that's not a lowrider. Get it out of here.
Yep. Gatekeep his ass.
I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that you can count on one hand the amount of imports that are legitimately lowrider style, ones that you guys would legitimately consider lowriders. I'm willing to bet that you can count on one hand.
What's the wager?
But
I'll
they'll
take
be there.
that bet.
They'll be there.
What's the wager?
They'll
I'll
be
take
in
that
the
bet.
lowrider
You
show.
just gave me the wager that I got to tell them that that's a nice lowrider style car.
Non-lowrider.
It's gonna be a fight. What's gonna happen? They're gonna be like, "What, bitch? I've been showing this since '92. Check yourself."
I'm going to bring, we get some pictures.
I'm gonna bring band-aids because you're gonna need them. Hope one of them wallop you.
But if you can only count them on one hand,
Go on.
you got to admit it. Oh, you too.
I want to admit it.
An
Never.
import that they're imports
That's the
that
wager.
identify as
That's the
lowriders.
wager. Mother-
No, it's,
Are you not confident in your wager?
no, you'll never,
It's not gonna change my mindset.
it's not going to change my mindset. Here's the
Not
thing.
going to change ours
It's-
either.
Yeah.
You know what other motherfuckers say that like Camaros and shit aren't lowriders and stuff. You see them from the
They
fucking,
are, but
and
they
they
ugly as
are.
fuck.
But that's a preference. That's fine. I like them. I know you like them.
I like them.
But some motherfuckers say
Whoa, no, hold
he
up,
does.
bitch.
No, he
Hold
does.
up.
He does.
He
He
does,
does.
he
But
does.
no, it's okay. It's a 2-door and it's domestic. It's okay. It's in my little box. Shut up.
Jesus Christ.
in my box.
You would take a Camaro.
I would take a 70s Camaro.
No. Fuck.
I like them. No wing.
As
yeah.
a lowrider?
Yeah. They're sexy. They're sexy,
What the fuck
bro.
is wrong
Or,
with you?
Listen.
or
But again, this is
Firebird.
preference based right now. I like them too.
I just don't see how you can say that a Camaro is going to be a lowrider, but a Toyota can't be. That doesn't make any goddamn sense to me at all. None. Zero.
That's what happens to your brain if you spend too much time up in an office every day at work.
You've been sucking them fumes from the
Yep.
up in the service
Detail
bay.
right in the service bay. He just puts a hose. right
Too much
through it.
chemicals.
I wouldn't consider the
Too many
Camaro.
paint
I
fumes.
wouldn't consider the IROC.
Well,
to
we
be a
learned
low
earlier
rider.
that you're more of a gatekeeper than this motherfucker.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. But I am glad that there's all these different types. How boring would it be if everybody
Of
would just do what I
lowrider.
like?
And it's a good thing they're just styles too, and not real
That's my
lowriders.
point. That's my point,
I'm
bro.
being facetious. Jesus Christ! Come on.
Dude, I'm serious though. Think about this. Think about it. If everybody did the same thing that only you liked, it would be boring out there, dude. I don't like the bed dancers. I would never build one. But hell, if I'm
And
not
you still don't
happy
consider
when I
that a
see 'em
lowrider?
rolling it, I don't. It's not a lowrider. But when they come rolling in 5 or 10 deep, I'm like, oh hell yeah, check it out. Here's the bed dancers. I'm glad there's people out there doing that shit.
They have contests for
I'm
that
glad
at
there's
lowrider
people-
shows.
Yep.
And
Yeah, they're at
lowrider
lowrider
shows
shows, I know.
only
But
Yep.
because they're lowriders.
no, they're not.
Yep.
They're bed dancers.
Damn.
It's a bed dancer. It ain't a lowrider.
I'm kind of on board with you guys on this one with the bed dancers.
That's a lowrider. I wouldn't call that a lowrider. I'd
It is
call it a bed
it
dancer.
is a lowrider thing.
I know it's a lowrider thing. It's got the switches.
Gail says it's got to be a Lincoln with 4 doors.
No,
That's it.
not at all. What? My lottery
I
car
think
is
you're
an
trying to keep
Impala.
your head above water, and I think he's treading water. I think you're both full of shit.
No. I'm actually more on board with you guys than you think. I just love pissing you off.
Fuck your flannel. I hate your ass.
Good.
You all right?
No.
You hug it out?
I'm fucking. Hey, this is the
I'm
portion
gonna
of
sleep.
the show that I'm
gonna sleep
confused
better
with the
tonight,
people.
knowing that I am gonna be in his head
You
for
live
at
it-
least 3 days,
Live in his head rent free.
rent free.
Rent free, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the confused portion of our show. Our host. Don't
What's with the tapping? Tap tap.
Because it's just it's tapping
your
the
gavel.
table and not tapping his head. My fucking foot.
Guess what we tapping?
All right, that should about wrap it up.
Y'all funny. Y'all just funny.
There you have it. Somehow, I don't know, Trailer Queens somehow looped around into some shenanigans. Episode 10 got off the rails. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'll catch you on the next one.
Buenos noches.